I literally don't understand why you would not consider a reverse mortgage in retirement. Hey, oh my good brown eye. Watch this. Watch this. No one wants to see that. This is a family show, man. Hold on a second. It's a family show, boys. No one wants to see that. Finney's auditioning for Dogs Only Fans. I got that from Owen Benjamin when his dog was doing the same thing. He said his dog's named George. It's a yellow lab. He's auditioning for Dogs Only Fans. Oh my god. So oh my good dogs. I mean, it's a dog's life. We're just in it. All right. Anyway, so I don't get it. I literally don't understand why you would not consider a reverse mortgage as part of your retirement strategy. It's the weirdest thing to me. A reverse mortgage won't put you out. It just won't. You're not paying your property taxes, reverse mortgage or not, will put you out. I'm just telling you right now. But a reverse mortgage, in of itself, a reverse mortgage doesn't kick you out of your house. It's like a firearm. A firearm doesn't wake up one day and say, I'm going to go down to Chicago and start, tearing things up. It doesn't happen. It's an inanimate object. There is something you do that puts you out, which is you have to not pay your property tax. I don't get it, man. It's weird. Reverse mortgages are expensive. Yeah. You know what else is expensive? Refinancing your mortgage too. 100%. Expense comes with everything. You're not getting it for free. You know why it's expensive? Because the benefits you get, which I'm going to share with you in just a second. The reverse mortgage is a non-recourse loan. I get nothing. I don't sell these things. I get no commission. We're going to use a thing from my man Don Graves, who I like a lot. I recommend you use him. He sent me what did he send me? He sent me a Mutual of Omaha calendar. That's what I got from Don Graves. That's fantastic. So if that's a quid pro quo, whatever the hell it is, guilty as charged. Don Graves sent me a Mutual of Omaha calendar with some animals on there. That's great. I enjoyed it very much. It's going to Chloe's UGA dorm. But other than that, I get nothing from anybody. I don't get any commissions or anything like that. Reverse mortgage. The reason it's so beneficial is a non-recourse loan. That means you'll never have to pay more back than what the freaking house is worth. That's it. So if the debt goes higher than the house, you never have to pay more back, or you don't leave it to your heirs with a debt. It doesn't work like that. Thus, we'll just give an example. If my house is $500,000, all right, when I die, and the balance on the reverse mortgage is $600,000 when I die, there's not $100,000 that goes to my heirs or through my estate to make it right with a reverse mortgage bank. It doesn't work like that. The reason is because you're paying a monthly insurance premium to cover that, to basically make the banks whole, that they don't get stuck with $100,000 or $200,000 or $25,000 of upside down. Thus, I will never owe more than what the value of the house is. It's just that simple. All right? So we're not going to be, the reverse mortgage won't put us out. We'll never leave to our heirs a value that's worth more, a debt that's worth more than the house. Not going to happen. All right. So two things. It costs money for this because it's mortgage insurance essentially. All right, you're gonna have to pay that. I think it's like 50 basis points a month or something. Well, you have to do your own research on this. It's not cheap, but it's not overly expensive relative to the value that you're getting. What else? The fees on closing costs. Yeah, I mean, there's a fee. I don't know what to tell you, man. Welcome to the world. You can put on the reverse mortgage you want. You can pay it out of pocket. Frankly, I don't know. Whatever you want to do, I don't care. But it's like, it's too expensive. As say the guys who refinance their mortgage. I'm like, well, you refinance your mortgage. Was that expensive? Yeah, but I'm getting something of value for it, a lower payment. So if I refinance my mortgage in a reverse mortgage, I don't have a payment at all. I get rid of my payment, or I have access to my equity. That's a bad cost. But if I refinance my mortgage, I have a lower payment. That's a good one. Okay. Don't make sense. So here's my man Don, and I think I thought I saw on here is a $500,000 house. I'm not sure. There's Don Grave. He's going right there. He's at the Rose Bowl parade. He was invited as a guest of his partner Mutual of Omaha, My wife and I will be decorating the Wild Kingdom float, in case you're watching. That's pretty cool. And Don actually, again, this is the Mutual of Omaha. His partner Don sent me that Mutual of Omaha calendar. So there's huge benefits for me to sell you on reverse mortgages because I get a calendar. All right, so here I think we got a $500,000 house because we do 500,000 at 65. I'll get my calculator. And we divide by 224. 224 by 500, about 45%. Yeah, right there, 45%. So we have a $500,000 home. We have three ways to access this. We can get a line of credit, and notice that line of credit is growing, and that's 10,000. 10,000 on is growing on whatever the interest rates are at that time. So that's 10,000 on 224. 10 divided by 224 is that 5% or something? 4.4%. So in this case, did I do that right? 10 divided by 224. Yeah, it's growing by 4.5% basically. So that line of credit amount is growing by 4.5% for which you have access to it. All right, so every year, if you're not touching it, it's growing. So by 65 years old, by the time you're 75, it's worth $351,000, man. That's how much you have access to. All right, now your house is worth whatever the house is worth at that point. But this right here is kind of locked. I mean, it is what it is. What you see is what you get. Your house might be worth $1 million, it might be worth $200,000. I don't know, but that's what your line of credit is worth right there. $351,000. By the time you're 80, it's worth $439. I mean, I do literally. That doesn't mean you have to use it. It just means it's there for the taking, tax free. If you had a $500,000 house and you have access when you're 80 years old to $439,000 of tax free income just by locking in a reverse mortgage line of credit at 65 years old, I just don't understand unless you're not going to be in that house for a couple of years. If you're going to sell your house every couple of years, yeah, don't do it. I just don't get why you wouldn't do it. 10-year payments, how much it pays a month over the course of your life, $1,000 a month here. All right, so if you wait until that's on this amount right here, $1,000 a month. So that's $12,000 a year on a $500,000 home. Well, I don't know what that distribution is. 12 divided by 500,000. That's 2.4%, tax free. That takes a lot of stress off your portfolio, man. So here we are. Let's see, 12,000. Yeah, was that 10% right there? Yeah, well, 10. So 12,000 on 224,000. Let me just see what that is. 12,000 is our payment. And it's a 5.3% distribution on the line of credit amount. All right, so now we say, well, we don't want to take at 65. We'll wait till we're 75. Now we're taking $2,000 a month on 351, so that's 24 divided by 351. Imagine it's going to be the same thing. No, 6.8%. Oh, that makes sense because you're getting older. You're more likely to die. So the longer you let this don't touch it, the more the line of credit grows and the more your 10-year payment grows, which is every month for the rest of your life. Tax free. It's not. I don't know if it grows. I don't know. Like if you start taking out, does a monthly payment grow within 5? I don't know. You have to talk to your guy on that, your mortgage guy. But I know that right now you're getting $1,056 a month if you did a 10-year payment every month for the rest of your life on your line of credit amount. On your $500,000 home, or you could take a $224,000 line of credit. 5-year term, you can get this to tie you over to Social Security. $4,000 a month for 5 years till you're 70. That's basically $50,000 a year for the next 5 years, and then you're 70. You get the max Social Security. You don't have to touch it again. Never make another payment. I mean, I don't get it, man. People are just. If you could turn your mandatory monthly mortgage payment into a voluntary one, would you want to see how it works? If you could convert your home's locked equity into a liquid reverse growing at around 7 to 8% a year, would you want to see how? I'm not quite sure I was getting the 7%, but you'd have to talk to them. If your home could be used so you could pay less income taxes in retirement and leave more to your heirs, would you want to see how? Yeah, I never like those questions. Would you be interested? I don't like that, but I get what he's saying. What I actually say, if you could have a bridge from 65 to 70 to avoid taking Social Security and get the 8% delayed earnings credits. Anyway, look, I don't sell these things. You'd have to look at the mechanisms and how these things work, the machinations, is that what they say? but you have to do your research. But why would you not consider? I don't get it, man. But all right, let me hear your thoughts. We'll see ya. And don't forget to sign up for the doobly doo for my email list and the locals page as well. Just notes are in the doobly doo. See ya.